care if you don't help them. They're not going to hold it against you. So I'm not going to do much to help them because I kind of want them to be killed off by the raiders. Um, if only because then we get to loot their bodies and take their ammo and their power armor and whatever else they're carrying, so... Plus they have... The Brotherhood of Steel have holo tags on them that we can also turn in for caps later. And I'm all for that. Especially considering their power armor is not something I'm going to probably end up wearing unless it's just for aesthetics, because there's going to be other power armor in the game that's better in terms of stats and usefulness, but whatever. Are there rad roaches in here? I'm not going to waste ammo on rad roaches if there are. It sounds like there are somewhere. Maybe they're down below or something. Okay, anyways, you'll notice in this library, if it hasn't become apparent already, since it's a library, you'll notice that there's a lot of books around. Most of them are going to be like this, destroyed books, ruined books. And you're only going to get like a half a cap or something for them. So not really worth worrying about, unless you're like me and you loot everything anyway. You're an indiscriminate looter, but amid all these books, there are going to be nice, undamaged pre-war books that the scribe wants. And if you're just looking out for those, just look out for those. They're easy to spot. They're nice and clean looking. They don't look like the other books. But like I've said, I'm an indiscriminate looter, so whatever. No, I'm not going to waste ammo on them. I'll just go up and hit them. Ha! I like how their legs freak out every once in a while. Whoa! I don't know if I want to be in here yet.
First mistake.
Woo, that was nice. And I probably just wasted all of my Magnum ammo. But whatever. Let's repair this. Default suit on, go to the Chinese gun. And repair. And go back here and get our recon armor back on. And we'll be good to go. I actually didn't mean to come over here and fight these raiders already, but as you've seen, they are raiders. And I don't know the specific locations of the pre-war books, by the way. So if you're looking to this set of videos as a guide to find them, well, we will find them, most of them anyway, but you're just going to have to pay attention to where they are, I guess. If you're worried about the specifics, I'm just looting whatever, so. I'm probably not going to pay attention most of the time that I pick one up, so that's just how it's going to go. Alright, here's a pre-war book, right here. See how it has a nice grayish kind of cover? Nothing wrong with it. Those are the books you want to look out for. And you want to make sure there in the, see under the name there, val of 1, value 1, that's the pre-war books you want. A value of 5 or 3 or whatever it is, the scribe won't take, so. But I think here in the library it's all, the pre-war books are all the value 1 versions. Could be wrong with that, but I think the other valued ones are the ones you get in other places in the Wasteland.
Especially in the downtown DC area. If you see these hombres, steer clear. Whatever you have, they want, and they're not really into asking.
What's over here?
Word is, these guys take all the contracts the other mercs won't. In short, there's nothing they won't do. So be careful out there. Until next time, this is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. And now a super important
Big
public
Book of
service
Science,
announcement.
yay!
For all you guys and gals tempted by the thought of scabbing in the downtown DC ruins, here's a tip. You see, children, the Frankensteins might violently and horrifically rip you to shreds, but only if you're lucky. According to most of our reports on the super mutants, they actually prefer capturing their victims and hauling them off to God knows where. Consider yourself.
I have no idea what those
officially
say.
warned. And now, some music.
Oh well. Darts for the win! Okay, let's get out of here. It'd be pretty funny if we could alert those raiders out here to where the minigun guy is. Of course, those two, at least one of those two Brotherhood of Steel guys that were helping us fight him has a minigun, I noticed. So basically this set of videos is going to consist of killing raiders and looting all kinds of useless crappy books amid the useful 100 caps each pre-war books. The reason why I've been stating several times over the difference between the two versions of pre-war books, Value 1 and Value 5, is because I've seen so many Let's Plays and walkthroughs where people will know to get those pre-war books to the scribe, but then they won't understand why she doesn't take them, and they've got the ones that are worth the value 5 or whatever, and not the ones that are worth value 1. That's the main difference. She's not going to take any pre-war book that isn't the value 1 kind. I don't know why, but that's how it is. Apparently the developers wanted to be really annoying like that. So I just wanted to make that distinction in my Let's Play, that I know there's a difference, so I'm just trying to warn you guys ahead of time for your own, runs of the game, so you guys aren't misled and confused like so many other Let's Players are for some odd reason. And it really, honestly, doesn't take much to figure out anyway, even if you are confused. I mean, eventually in your inventory you'll notice that there are different pre-war books, because they sort different based on the value, I guess. There'll be pre-war books listed in the inventory and pre-war books listed in the inventory if you happen to have both versions. And the only significant difference that I could ever see was the value, so that's how I've determined their difference and why she'll take one and why she won't. or which one she would take, I should say. I can't say why. I guess the developers were just being annoying, or maybe it was an oversight on their part. Maybe they originally had, at one time, just the Value 1 books, and then somebody had to come in to add more later somewhere and change the value without realizing it or whatever, you know. Or maybe it was intentional, I don't know. Well, those are 2 bobby pins I wasted for nothing. All for more Chinese assault rifle ammo. I guess the game wants us to use the assault rifle. So we will, for a little while anyway. And I don't really intend for these